Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I have been gone for a while, but anybody who's followed this for more than a month knows that happens a lot. But we're finally going to finish a goddamn universe mode. Never have done before. Started it so many times, gotten people excited, and then just stopped. I made it to SummerSlam once, though. That's what's important. But this year, it is 2K19, and this year, there is well, I would say an unfamiliar voice, but he's been here before. It's Kyle.
Hi, from like episode what, 17?
From episode 2 of my 2K17 universe mode. You were on the CWC, and yeah, that was actually a really well-doing episode. So
awesome. Well, I'm glad to be back. Thank you for having me.
Full time now.
Hooray!
Yeah.
My paycheck is still not as big as what I would hope it would be.
What paycheck?
Exactly.
You're getting paid in exposure.
Hooray!
But yeah, so Kyle, this series should be interesting because Kyle is not a wrestling fan. Doesn't have anything against it. He just doesn't watch, and that's why I thought this would be kind of fascinating.
Well, I know a little bit. Don't get me wrong.
You're not going in completely blind. You're not like, oh, who's AJ Styles? Actually, you might be who's AJ Styles. I don't know.
I don't like AJ.
Oh well, I mean,
too much of a prick to me.
You know who he is though, so that's what's important. After you said that, the internet now hates you.
I know.
But what's important here is that you do know at least 10 people. Either way, I'd say we just, well, I'm going to announce the rules first. So I get the first pick due to dice rolls.
On D20s. It was rigged. Weighted dice.
Weighted dice. You've used these dice before. But this year it's going to be 30 active roster picks. We're going to split the women's roster evenly, and there's going to be 10 Legends picks each. And in terms of creator wrestlers, stuff like that, DLC, they'll be randomly popping up throughout the year. Just whenever, wherever. Either way, we're going to get started right into this draft. I'm going to get my first pick in here, that being the Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black, as my #1 overall pick.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Russian dog Rusev.
Rusev Udria, Rusev Machka.
Really?
Yes.
Fascinating.
As much as I don't like him, I respect him.
That is a good pick. And an unexpected one. My next pick is another one of my favorites from NXT, and a man who I have big plans for this year, that being the Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream. Hit it.
I forget if it was you or someone else that really liked him, but Sami Zayn.
Ooh, I am a big fan of Sami Zayn, but you just destroyed a plan that I had. My next pick is going to be a tag team, that being the combined efforts of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, known as British Strong Style.
Nice, nice. Well, since you're picking tag teams, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Undisputed Era then.
Shock the system.
Yeah, you are. What a fucking prick. Whoa! That cripples me. But I was not expecting this to get as competitive as it already has gotten. My next pick is my favorite of all time, that being the GOAT, Chris Jericho.
Break the wall, break down the walls, for those about to rock, and watch you rock, baby, you know you're true.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna pick Roman just because. I mean, Roman Reigns.
My number 5 is going to be El Ídolo Andrade Cien Almas.
El ídolo.
And I guess you could say you didn't see this one coming. John Cena.
Your time is up, my time.
I did see that one coming. It was fairly obvious.
Yes, yes it was.
My next pick is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Bray Wyatt? I don't know exactly who that is anymore.
Oh, you're gonna like him. My next pick is going to be a bit of a surprise, but I was really excited when he was announced for the game. Oni Lorcan.
I'm taking Dean Ambrose.
The Lunatic Fringe. My next pick is going to be Booyaka 619, Rey Mysterio.
I'm gonna have to take the MMA fighter, Brock Lesnar.
Alright, next up for me is going to be the man that I love but my mother despises, Elias.
Well, this guy shares kind of the same name as me, Drew McIntyre.
Next up is going to be for me, The Miz.
Did you already take Tony Nese?
I did not take Tony Nese.
Okay.
Oh, you got your first cruiserweight. My next pick is going to be Finn Balor.
And just because I love them so much, the New Day.
So my next pick is going to be a surprisingly low pick, AJ Styles.
I guess you could say I'm an underdog here. I'm gonna take the Undertaker.
Next up for me is going to be Braun Strowman.
Okay.
Just to clarify, no, it's Strowman. Strowman sounds funny.
I'll take the Big Show then.
Next up for me is Heavy Machinery.
I'll take Matt Hardy.
Next up for me is going to be Samoa Joe.
Well then, Jeff Hardy.
I'm going to take The Undertaker's brother in destruction, Kane.
Did you already take Batista?
I did not.
I'll take Batista.
You have Drax the Destroyer. Next up for me is going to be Johnny Gargano.
Did you already get Baron Corbin?
I did not.
I'll take Baron Corbin.
Next up for me is going to be the man with the most hilarious name in wrestling, Cassius. Oh no.
I'll take Goldust.
Next up for me is going to be the team of Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf, Sanity.
I'm gonna go for another cruiserweight. Do you already have Drew Gulak?
I do not. That was going to be my next pick, though. Alright, next up for me is going to be the man with which this entire game this year is basically based off of, that being Daniel Bryan.
I'm gonna go for the Ziggler boy.
The Ziggler boy.
Ziggler boy.
Going for Dolph Ziggler.
No, Ziggler boy.
Oh, Ziggy boy. Alright,
Ziggy boy.
Ziggy Stardust. Let's see. Next up for me is going to be the Usos.
You already take the Revival?
I have not taken the Revival.
Take them out.
Next up for me is going to be the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins.
Did you already take the Mighty?
I did not take the Mighty.
Taking the Mighty.
I'm gonna go with Triple H.
The Fashion Police?
The combined efforts of Tyler Breeze and Breezango there. And Fandango, I should say. Next up, I'm gonna go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Actually, did you already take Kurt Angle?
I did not.
Because I think I've heard you talk about him a bit, and that the name just stands out to me.
He is a legend, and he once won a gold medal at the Olympics with a broken freaking neck.
That's amazing.
Next up for me is... Did you already take either Sheamus or Cesaro?
No.
Then I'm gonna take their combined efforts
Bar,
in
right?
Da Bar.
Did you already take Shane McMahon?
I did not take Shane McMahon.
I'm taking McMahon.
Taking those McMahons. Next up is gonna be another cruiserweight in Cedric Alexander.
I think you already took Worldwide.
I did not take Titus Worldwide.
No, I'm taking them.
Ooh.
They sound cool. Titus and Apollo.
Yeah. Next up for me is the B Team.
Okay. I call the A-Team then. Did you already take Kurt Hawkins?
I did not take
I'm
Kurt
taking
Hawkins.
Kurt.
Oh, you took Jobber Supreme. Next up for me is Hideo Itami.
Alright, I'm seeing the double J's over here. Jason Jordan.
Ooh, yeah, JJ. Next up for me is going to be... Oh, obvious. Kevin Owens.
Okay. The Cannonball, right? What are those names?
Yeah, KO.
Did you already get Slater and Rhino?
I did not.
I'm taking them.
I'm glad that somebody picked them because they're really underrated. Final pick is going to be the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Did you take TJP?
I did not take TJP.
I mean, I kind of want him because his name is an acronym.
Yeah, I'd take it with TJP. I think you'll really like his gimmick too.
No, I'm taking him.
He's basically a real life video game character. So next up is going to be our women's picks, and our decision here was that basically we're just gonna split the roster evenly because it doesn't make sense to do it any other way. So my first, well actually no, you get the first women's pick.
Riot Squad.
Really?
Yep.
All right, good pick. My first pick is going to be Miss Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I noticed that one. I'm okay.
What is your second women's pick?
Iconics.
Yeah, bastard. All right. All right. Next up for me is going to be Kairi Sane.
Bailey.
Nice. I'm gonna go with Shayna Baszler.
I think her name is Naomi.
Ooh, the one.
The neon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next up for me is going to be Asuka.
I'm gonna take Miss Banks.
Next up for me is Bianca Belair.
Okay. Who'd be another one I really know? I know Nia. I'll just take her.
I'm going with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nice. And next up for me is going to be the current general manager of SmackDown Live, Paige.
Oh, I was gonna guess Carmella. I don't know why that name came to me. Like.
Paige, Carmella was the SmackDown Women's Champion not too long ago.
Oh, okay. That's not the reason why I know Carmella then. I know Carmella from like.
She was James Ellsworth's partner.
Oh, that makes me why.
Yeah.
I made so many jokes about it. Yeah, I'm taking Carmella.
Next up for me is going to be the real life wife of Rusev, Lana.
Okay. Let's see here. Who's the other one do you think I really know?
Somebody I feel like you would know, Charlotte Flair.
What was her thing? Her intro?
She came in a robe.
I'll take her. I'll take her, yeah.
Next up for me is the goddess, Alexa Bliss.
Okay. I'm just gonna go down the list. Alicia Fox. You don't already have her.
I do not. Yeah, you can have her.
I don't know who she is, and I won't regret it.
Next up for me is Ember Moon.
I'm gonna take Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, you have two McMahons now. Next up for me is Natalia.
Okay. Did you already pick up Nikki Bella?
I did not.
I'll take Nikki Bella.
Next up for me is Mandy Rose.
Okay. Did you already pick Sonya?
I did not pick Sonya Deville.
Okay, I like her last name.
I'm gonna go with Lita.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go for one I have no clue. Ivory?
Alright. She is a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
My next pick is going to be Beth Phoenix.
Did you already take Trish?
I did not.
I'll take Trish.
Alright. I'm gonna take Maurice now, because I'm just thinking I kind of want Miz and Maurice together.
Okay.
Let's see. So far not taken. Just gonna run down the list real quick. There is Becky Lynch.
Taking her.
No. Why did I say her first? I knew it was gonna happen.
She's on my list, man.
Next up for me is going to be Mickie James.
Okay. Let's see who else is not picked yet.
Let's see who's shit. Dana Brooke. Tamina. Let's see. Jacqueline.
I'll take her.
Cool. I'll take. I'll take Brie Bella.
Screw it. Okay, I'll take Donna.
Dana Brooke.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna take Tamina, and I believe that means that you're stuck with the final pick of Alundra Blaze.
I was looking right at her name. I was like.
Let's see. I think that's the only one not picked. Yep. Alundra Blaze. That is the second time in 2 years that she is the final pick.
Alright, then we get 10 legends.
10 legendary wrestlers, and I definitely am trying to lead your eye with one of their names. I'll see if you find it. But, so I get the first pick for that. And I'm going to go with the Hart Foundation.
Okay. Oh my god. The Dream Team?
No.
Yeah,
that's just their actual name. Alright. That's just their actual stupid name.
I don't care, I like it.
I'm gonna go with King.
Oh god, I see what you did.
King Booker.
I see what you did. You want me to do it?
I do want you to take it.
I mean, do you want me to do it though? Like,
oh hell yeah.
I don't know if I can do it though. I don't have a low end.
Wait, I'm not sure if you're going with what I think, what I'm saying.
Goldberg!
There we go.
Yeah, I'll take Goldberg.
Goldberg.
He was pretty good. How many L's did you put in there? Like 6?
5. Yeah. Next up for me is going to be Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the German handgun last name, Lex Luger.
Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna go with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay, my next pick is actually gonna be. He was in a movie that was, in my opinion, underrated called Walking Tall. He carried 2x4. He was in, I think, Magic Mountain as well. I think that's what he was in.
Race to which mountain?
I think so.
The Rock?
Yes.
What?
Have you seen Walking
I
Tall?
have not seen Walking Tall.
Okay, I actually enjoyed the movie. It has like a weak plot.
This is not a tangent we need to go on.
Hey, okay, maybe later.
My next pick is Edge and Christian.
Okay. Wait, just quick question, not an actual pick. Is Ultimate Warrior the guy who wears like a pink, green, blue?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
And he is kind of always on cocaine.
Okay. Oh, speaking about cocaine, I want Ozzy Osbourne. Well, I'm gonna pick Mr. McMahon if you haven't heard.
There we go.
I don't think he did.
No, I was waiting for you to make to finalize that
Oh
trilogy.
no, I saw it and I was thinking about it, but I mean I just had to have him in my fifth. Just keep things like suspenseful.
Next up for me is a underrated legend of the business, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page.
Okay. I just noticed something and I have to pick it based on what I like to do in my free time. I'm gonna pick the Rock and Roll Express.
Nice.
Okay.
Next up for me is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up for me is going to be Ric Flair.
Okay.
Woo!
So this one's gonna be funny because okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna pick two at the same time, so I'm gonna let you.
Damn, you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna pick Randy Rhodes.
Wait, are you combining Dusty Rhodes and Randy Savage? No! Oh my god, this entire time I thought it was gonna be Randy Orton, but it was Randy Savage instead. I feel so betrayed. Next up for me is going to be Eddie Guerrero.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna ask a question. Here's Psycho Sid.
I'm gonna.
You can tell what
No,
I'm
no.
trying to
I'm gonna answer you this in a singular GIF. He's Psycho Sid.
Okay.
That was his real leg.
I figured.
And for all of you at home, I'll assume you know what happened. It's that famous clip of Psycho Sid snapping his leg in half. So that's all you need to know about him.
Then I'll take the cripple.
Yeah.
But let's have you pick your last one.
Well, I'm gonna let you pick my last one. And so basically, I'm gonna give you.
Ultimate Warrior.
No, that's not what I mean. Gonna give you 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you get. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
All right. My final pick is going to be Jake the Snake Roberts.
Okay. I don't mind that.
That is the end of our draft. That is the setup. We have our rosters, and sometime in the first week of October, we will have that first episode up. It will be magnificent. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, however many of you there were, and we'll see you guys. Oh, am I gonna continue the stupid meme? I am. We'll see you guys next time.
No. See,
Are we changing it?
You gotta do something. You gotta be with the current times, alright?
Oh, we're changing it up. All right.
So, with current times,
To your bright idea.
You gotta do something that relates to damage. Alright. You gotta make sure you can seal it.
No.
Alright. It's gotta be flexible, has to be sealable, and it has to do damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Exactly.
We'll see you guys next time on Raw. That's a lot of damage.